He just looks up at the screens there, and with happy reading at the moment with that 131.179.
I think, standout is Binder at the moment, further up than I expected, and the one that is not as far up as I expected is Viñales. Maybe something went wrong on that first time, maybe he didn't have a good feeling with it, whatever it is, but I expect him to go faster, Matt. He's one of the lads that you'd really expect to be at the top of the time.
Couldn't agree more. I mean, I was expecting Maverick, if he wasn't on pole, to be minimum on that front row. The way he's looked so far this weekend, he was the first man yesterday, wasn't he, ever in Misano Grand Prix history to lap under the 131 barrier. A 139.72 was his benchmark yesterday, which was then slightly better by Bezzecchi late on in that practice session yesterday.
And no disrespect to Brad when I say he's further up than I expected. It's just that he's forcing. I think they're still on the back foot a little with the KTM, and he's forcing it up the timing sheet.
Well, so far in his Grand Prix career in MotoGP, Pecco Bagnaia has been so good on Saturdays. Last weekend in Barcelona was his 17th MotoGP pole position. Bezzecchi just runs in a little bit hot then in the first corner. He's just going to slot himself in, look for some clear track to come back onto as we follow Bagnaia then through turn 6. They'll start winding that Ducati up to top gear, one of just 2 points around Misano where you do hit 6th gear on a MotoGP bike, albeit briefly. Back 4 gears then, dropping anchor, trying to cut to a late apex here, coming through turn number 8, the Quercia corner, and attacking hard then down to turn 9. This is Tramonto through 10 as well. First gear, 65 kilometers an hour, slowest part of this Misano circuit. And then you build up to its fastest part, its most breathtaking part as well. We're on board with him now, around 280 kilometers an hour at tip in there, almost flat out. Briefly rolls out of it, then back on the throttle to complete this lap through the right hand as we go then. Bagnaia at the moment still keeping himself on that front row. Nothing flash coming from in this lap, but of course he's just going to be wary, mindful he's building the right temperature in those tyres, does not want to throw himself on the floor again given how much pain he's in. Oh, this one's going as well then. This lap won't count because he was clearly wide there coming out of turn 15.
I think this next one, it was a little bit, not how he wanted lap time wise. Yeah, lap cancelled, but this next one is the one that'll count from Bagnaia. Martin's already on one, and keep an eye out for the next time that we go down that back straight, like we did watching. Wow, look at
Martin,
that.
Look at that. Jorge Martin has just absolutely destroyed his own all-time lap record. That is an absolute showstopper from Jorge Martin. Where did that come from? A 1:30.390. Danny Pedrosa has just gone on the front row in second place. It is all kicking off here in Misano. What a Q2 session we have already had. We've still got 2 minutes remaining. Can anybody get anywhere near that 1:33.90? Jorge Martin with the lap of his life.
6/10 faster than anyone.
Absolutely astonishing. He would not have nailed a more perfect lap than that in his Grand Prix career, would he, Jorge Martin? A 1:33.90.
Look at this down the back straight, knocking on 300 kilometres an hour. Right now with the throttle closed, all you can hear is wind noise while you're trying to steer that thing through there. I hope he can put this lap together because he needs it.
And look at this by Bagnaia. Halfway around, he's just losing time in that third sector. That's because of the right leg and his hesitance in the fast right-handers. That's what that's all about, surely. But Pecco Bagnaia trying to get himself back on the front row. He's going to be on course for second place, which is a superhero performance, this, isn't it, by Bagnaia? Out of the final corner he comes. He is going to get one more lap in as well at the end of this session. Over the line he does come. He's in the 130s as well, a 1:39.93.
In the 130s, injured after that huge high side last weekend.
Yeah, it's a beaten, battered and bruised Bagnaia, but he is still super fast. Marco Bezzecchi then, they're creeping close to Martin, but a 1:37.96. Marco Bezzecchi would have thought a 1:37.96 this morning would have been good enough for pole. It's nowhere near pole.
Martin's one-off lap, qualifying lap magic is back.
That is going to go down as one of the best laps you will ever witness. A 1:33.90 coming into this weekend in Misano. We've never seen a 1:30 lap. The way Jorge Martin's going, I think if you gave him another tyre, he'd be doing a 29.
Halfway through the lap, he was only 2/10 faster, and then he ended up 7/10 faster at the time. So he pulled out like half a second and half a lap.
Hold on to your hats, folks, because look at this from the reigning world champion. He struggled in this high-speed third sector throughout this weekend. He's coming now to complete this third sector. Pecco Bagnaia is up by just over 1/10 of a second. What late drama this would be. This is going to be really, really close. It was aggressive. He was pushing that front tyre to his absolute limit, wasn't he, in the first gear, turn 14. He flicks it, knee and elbow, scraping on the deck through the high-speed turn 15. Pecco Bagnaia here. This would be truly awesome. This would be an epic pole position. He comes over the finish line now. Pecco Bagnaia. It's the third place. Still a great job by the world champion. We thought at one point that he was going to deny Jorge Martin. The checkered flag is out. Maverick Vinales over the line. He takes fourth place. Marco Bezzecchi is going to take second. But Jorge Martin, with the lap of his life, one of the best MotoGP qualifying laps you are ever going to witness. I feel privileged and a pleasure to actually witness that and be part of that historic moment, because Jorge Martin, a 1:33.90, he takes pole position here. His first of 2023, his first since the final round last year in Valencia, by nearly 4/10 of a second. He was half a second faster than the all-time lap record that was set yesterday. No wonder there's the big fist pump. Look at that. His first run was an all-time lap record. His second run was just something to behold, something to admire. Pure skill, pure commitment, pure bravery. As we mentioned, Simon, when this guy's got confidence, he can be a serious, serious weapon. What lap?